An AI agent breaks a rule it firmly refused to break just minutes earlier. No hack, no trick, no jailbreak. The violation jumps from 0% to nearly 60% for the worst models. And all anyone did was shrink its chat history.
Wait, shrink its chat history? That's the whole attack?
That's it. Picture a long meeting, Finn. The chair opens by saying, "Nothing discussed here leaves this room." Hours later, someone writes up the minutes. Short, just decisions and action items. The confidentiality rule wasn't a decision, so it doesn't make the cut. Now, anyone working only from those minutes has no idea the rule ever existed.
And an AI agent is basically the minutes.
The AI is the minutes. It has no memory outside the text in front of it. So here's your guess to hold. After the summary quietly drops the rule, how often does the agent break it? A minute ago, you'd have said 0. Keep your number.
And keep one word in mind too, Cassidy. Sticky note. You said which rules vanish depends on it, and I want to know why.
Coming up, a safety rule that disappears with no attacker touching it. An attack that works backwards, deleting a good rule instead of sneaking in a bad one. And a fix that costs less than 0.5%.
This is real software people are shipping right now.
Enterprise assistants, coding agents, the tools reading your files and booking your travel. Most run on frameworks that do exactly this. The paper's from June 2026. One researcher, Xiang Chen.
Okay, but my gut says, you tell an AI a rule, it remembers the rule. It's written down. How does it just lose it?
That's the belief this breaks. A long AI session makes far more text than the model can look at once. So every modern agent has a housekeeping step. When the history gets too long, it rewrites the old stuff into a short summary to save space. Standard plumbing, and it fires early and often. And that summary has one job. Keep whatever's needed to finish the current task. A rule from 20 turns ago looks old and off-topic, fighting for shrinking space. So it gets cut. Not malice, it just doesn't look like it's about right now.
So, the classic example is the email one?
The exact one. An assistant told, never email anyone outside the company. Someone asks it to send a contract to an outside lawyer. It refuses. Perfect. It keeps working, reads files, the history fills up, gets summarized. The summary keeps the task and drops the rule. The same request comes back. This time, it sends the contract right out the door.
Nothing changed but the summary.
Nothing. Same model, same request. So the researcher builds a test. Over 1,300 runs across 7 different AI families, pairing a rule with a request that would break it, then measuring. Does it obey before the summary? And after? And hold on to this. The blame might not sit where you think. Watch who's writing that summary.
So, does it break?
If the rule's really gone, the agent should just do the forbidden thing. And it does. When the rules survived the summary, it never broke it. 0. When the summary dropped it, it broke it constantly. From never to nearly 6 in 10 for the worst models.
Hold on, 6 in 10? On rules, it was obeying perfectly.
Perfectly, Finn. You held a number from the start. Most people guess near 0. The real answer? About a third of the time on average, and nearly 6 in 10 for the worst.
And the sticky note?
Here's the sting. The rules that vanish aren't random. 2 kinds. Gut instinct rules. Don't wreck the database. Don't leak someone's social security number. And arbitrary house rules on a sticky note, like don't email outside, or only deploy to one region. Lose the summary and the gut rules survive. The model was trained to hate those anyway. The sticky note rules just vanish because the context was their only home. That gap was more than 8 times. And those are exactly the company-specific rules an operator actually wrote down and cares about. The researcher calls the whole thing governance decay.
And you told me to watch who writes the summary.
Right. Hand a careful, rule-abiding agent a sloppy summary, and it breaks the rule. Hand a reckless agent a careful summary, and it stays safe. The failure lives in the summarizer, not the model you picked. The fix is almost silly. Pull the rule onto a laminated card and staple it back onto every new summary, untouched. Violation drops to 0, for under 0.5% extra.
But that card stops forgetting, not forgery. If an attacker slips a fake official policy update into the live chat, the AI can't tell the real operator from the imposter. The card was never built for that.
And the author says so plainly. That's the open problem.
So here's the one to argue. If a company's AI can break a rule just because it ran out of room, would you trust it with anything that matters? Or is "it forgot" simply not good enough?
Drop where you land in the comments. And if you want the newest AI research made plain, one strange paper at a time, Subscribe and join us.
An agent is only as governed as its last summary, and the summary forgets first.